Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's video, we are going to be talking about my reactions and my advice for visiting Cancún International Airport. For those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Jalen Marjoram. I make content here on YouTube about traveling. I am almost 18 years old and I just visited my 6th country, which was Mexico. So here's everything that I learned. These aren't going to be in any particular order. These are just going to be like everything I've noticed and any advice and just any notes in general that I have. Okay, number one is that every single person that I talked to has told me that tourists should not be renting cars and to book private transfers or taxis only. And the reason for this is because many parts of Mexico are extremely dangerous to drive in. People were doing some crazy maneuvers, and you can't really see it from the video, but it was really hard to navigate. So I never recommend renting a car here unless you like grew up here or understand how it works. Number two is that it was only a 30-minute drive to the main hotel zone, and we stayed in Playa Mujeres. It was a really quick drive, so it's not like a lot of other countries where you have to drive like an hour or over an hour to get to the main city center. It was relatively quick and easy. Number three is that yes, they are going to hound you when you get off of the plane. This is no joke. There were people yelling at us, trying to get us to sign with them. Now in this video, this was actually our tour guide, so it wasn't like they were trying to get us, but it was just a lot of different people, and there are so many taxis and companies that you can choose from. So it's really just important to do your research beforehand, and I really do recommend before getting to the airport booking your private transportation, just because it's just so overwhelming when you get to the airport and they're all pretty much offering you the same thing. So just save yourself the trouble and time and just do it before you land in Cancun, Mexico. Number four, I have a ton of people in my family that do the e-cigarettes and the vapes, and it is said as Mexico law that they are illegal for tourists to bring inside of the country, and this includes vapes, e-cigarettes, weed pens, things like that. But what I can tell you, I know that almost like half the group that I went with checked a bag and they brought them into the country through their checked bag. So if you are a fiend and are really stressing, I'm not going to sit here and say anything, but for my group, nobody really cared. Number five was is it Vista or Vista? Whatever it is, the tax that you have to pay when entering Mexico was not enforced. There has been a lot of rumors going around that like you shouldn't pay it because it's not enforced, and honestly I can't really deny that rumor because we paid it, and I think it's almost 300 pesos. I think it's like 17 US dollars, and not one person asked for it, which is kind of annoying because like money doesn't grow on trees, and I basically just threw away $17. But that is just a little like, I mean, you're risking it, but honestly if I were to go back, I don't know if I would pay it again unless I was specifically asked to. They no one checked it, so that's really obnoxious for people. Like I said, money doesn't grow on trees, so I'm just saying that for me it was not enforced. Next is that this was a genuinely beautiful airport. This was also one of the cleanest airports I've been to, so that is a huge plus. But the only negative I have is that the technology was not nearly as advanced as it is in the US. They had a little bit of a staffing problem, and a lot of the technology was just simply not up to date like it is in the US. But everything went well. Number seven is that everyone spoke really good English. I do not think that there was a language barrier in Cancun at least once. Like I understood everybody perfectly. So if you were worried about there being a language barrier and if you speak English, you should be totally okay. Number 8 is that the tipping culture in Mexico is even heavier than it is in the US, which I know as an American sounds crazy because the tipping culture is crazy here, but I found myself tipping way more in Mexico over like small things, like even though you already paid your transportation, tipping the driver, tipping the bellboy more than you probably would in the US. And even though I was stayed at an all-inclusive, I was still tipping for like every drink, every meal I went to, I tipped. So again, tipping culture is very heavy in Mexico, so I would really recommend bringing extra dollars or pesos for tipping. Number 9 is that this was just a very beautiful airport to hang out in. There were so many different shops and restaurants, and I didn't even get all of the ones that I wanted to get. These were just kind of the ones that I walked by. But we did a lot of really fun shopping there, and I didn't find that it was too outrageous. Obviously, it's airport prices, but when you compare it to, I went to Charles de Gaulle in Paris, and that airport was literally crazy. So when you compare it to things like this, where you can still get a meal for 10 US dollars, I would hang out here anytime. So if you were worried about getting to Cancún International Airport early, I would not be worried at all. There is plenty of fun shopping and restaurants to go to. My last one is number 10, and it was just the fact that I felt really safe. I didn't feel endangered once. I know that as Americans we're told like a lot of really crappy things about Mexico a lot of the time, but at least in Cancun I felt perfectly normal. I didn't see any suspicious behaviors or activities, and it felt completely fine. That wraps up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you have any more questions or comments about my time in Cancun, please leave them in the comment section below. I'd be happy to answer any questions. And if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you like and comment and subscribe, and turn on those post notifications for next week's video. That is all for today. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.